Hey everyone, Anthropic just dropped Claude Fable 5, their most powerful model yet. And there is this one claim in there that stopped me. It says it doesn't just write the code, it checks its own work. Now, I have spent my whole career in QA, quality assurance. My job is to break things before your customer. So, checking the work, that is my job. I check before the customer gets the product. So if this thing can check itself, right, then it's coming straight for my job. So I got access and I did the only thing a QA person would do. I tried to prove it wrong. In this video, in next few minutes, you will see exactly where you can trust this thing and where you still cannot. So let's jump into it. The stress test, my first product, it's called a PromptGym. The idea behind this is to help the people to learn to talk to the AI in a much better way so that they save a lot of time instead of going back and forth or overloading the AI with unnecessary information and causing more bugs. So this is called PromptGym. I'll give you a quick background of how this looks, and possibly we may see some bugs also. So we can, once the user logs in, he can opt for the role, industry, and then the level that he wants to take this challenge. For example, if I can take this as engineering, lead QE, mid-level or senior lead, then if I can click on generate, it will load the challenge for the user, and then it is measured based on 7 dimensions, such as there are a few dimensions. Here are role, output, context, constraints, example, like that. There are 7 dimensions the user will be assessed. And here, if you click the recording, you can also type, but you can choose to record, and you understand the question and then type the answer here. Act as an junior QE engineer and describe end-to-end testing framework purposes, and then how it can be integrated using CI/CD pipeline. Give me the answer in bullet points. Keep it within the testing scope, and also highlight the key benefits of this. Let me stop with this. Yeah. So we're going to stop, and I can see some of the boxes are checked, right? Because I covered few. And then the user will submit the score. Once they submit, it will evaluate and give the actual score, and then it moves on to the next phase. So for example, here a clarity score is grade D, and AI tourist, meaning I once in a while I visit, I'm not like 100 out of 100 in this case. So it's a weak prompt. Here's a strong prompt clarity that can help you to improve. So it gives the score. And I used Gemini here to analyze and assess, conduct this assessment. Then if you click on next challenge, we are moving to the next challenge in this cycle. So likewise, it goes on, and then it also has some pro features, and also we are challenged too. So after 7 challenges, they can keep leveling up in their niche. So this is the product. So let's stress test this with Fable 5. So let's see. So I have 3 prompts to Fable 5. Earlier, I was using Opus 4.8 and also Sonnet here and there. It's kind of mixed. And now we are going to select the model strict to, maybe I'll also move to ultra code, like more effort. And then model, you can see it is selected as Fable by default. And the first prompt is the build one. Okay, so let me get the first prompt. So the prompt is you have access to PromptGym repo. It's a React plus white SPA with Netlify. I use Netlify to host this website, and also it has auth and RLS. But anyway, I'm using Lemon Squeezy for the payments. So right now the payment is not working. I couldn't test end to end. So there are some scoring logics. So for you, just keep in mind, I pulled the details about this repo using the Claude again. It went through my workspace, and I got idea of how this framework was, how this product was developed. The plan is implement these features end to end. So I wanted to implement a few features like a shareable diagnostic report plus email capture. Right now I don't have it. After finishing the assessment, a user should get a shareable result report. Right now, if I can take you back, if you look at it, I in the previous screen I did not get any shareable one. So that's the another feature I wanted to add. And they should be able to share it with a link, so capture their email so we can follow up with coaching offers if they want any extra help on the coaching. And requirements, right? Add the report view and shareable flow. These are the recommend. Add whatever backend is needed to serve a shareable report. Write up email capture. Keep up the existing security guarantees intact. Write tests for the new behavior. So work autonomously. Plan first, then implement, then verify your own work. So this is the ask. I'm asking it to not just test, but I'm asking it to improve this product with these features. And post this, we're gonna sorry post this we're gonna ask it to test the one that it has developed. So let it run in the background. So once it finishes running, we will have another prompt. I'm having another prompt like act as a QA engineer for this change, something like that, and verify your own work end to end. So we're going to execute that. That's the key part of this video. That's the purpose of this video, to see if Fable can test end to end of this product. And then I'm going to do my manual testing end to end and see if I could able to understand if there are any bugs that are missed, which Fable couldn't capture. That's the stress test we're going to do in a real time. So let it run and see. Once it finishes the product, we're going to go through how it has developed, and then we're going to ask it to test as well. All right, so it has done the work, the first prompt that we gave it to do it. So you can see what shipped this share flow and the get share report and two real bugs, the review workflow caught and fixed. It has couple of issues that it identifies: scoring consistently after retries and the public URL fallback pointed at the placeholder. In nutshell, it did the work and it did identify a few bugs as well. And you can see there were tests run, the smoke test, which I have created. Like it has 18 deletions and the lines installed. That's all good. So the next prompt, as I said, we're gonna try on top of it is to test, right? So let me copy the prompt that I have over here, and then we're gonna hit this. Let me read that as well for you. When I hit enter, so this is the prompt that I wanted it to do. Now act as the QA engineer for this change, verify your own work end to end, and give me every test you ran and its result, every edge case you checked, any bugs or regression you found and fixed. A single verdict: is this safe to ship to production? Yes or no. State your confidence as a percentage. Here's where I would like to bet on Fable. I'm curious to know what is Fable's confidence to release this to customers straight after its testing without a QA engineer can have or take a quick look of this product. So let's wait for it. I'll wait for its results. I'll let it run in the background. The development work took about roughly 30 minutes for me. So let me pause here and then we can come back. If you're testing your own product, if you're using this prompts that I shared, yeah, give it a time and then continue in this video. So let's see how good it is. Right, it did run the test. And also what I did was I asked it to publish, commit this code so that we can productionize it. And I'm gonna say make it live. Sorry, that's make it live, and I'm gonna hit enter. So also what I observed is that can take you back. So once you finish the score, by default we get a shareable link as LinkedIn, and also you see there are some text overlaps. And also once we post it to LinkedIn, um, on this, you get a default hyperlink, but when you click on this hyperlink, it takes you to the home screen. So there are many bugs in that. So let's see, once it productionizes, so once the product is live, we're going to ask again whether this is live and can I test it or something. On that um, side, we get a clarity. Then we will start testing in the production. But if you look at the text on top, the verdict is, what it says is, after testing, yes, it's safe to ship, and the confidence is 90%. The deciding factor is that this is effectively a dark launch, and what it recommends is ship it. So what would happen if you ship it? See here, I'm going to ship it anyway. I'm going to make it live in this, and then I'm going to test it. So as you can see, it has pushed to main, and Netlify CI deploy has kicked off. Once it's live, we can start my validation and see if it's actually worth a risk of pushing it as per Fable's recommendation. Right. The site is live now. We can now share the report. We'll see. Let me, I'm going to start playing. Choose your, and then challenge, generating your challenge. Let's wait for it. Okay. Right. Let me record the answer. Act as a senior quality engineer. Write the end-to-end test plan for the new customer. The new customer's username is my695, and the password is same as the username. And write a suitable weekly stand-up meeting to update the end-to-end test plan. I'll stop it. I'll submit for the score. Okay. Here, I don't have the share one. I was expecting that I get a shared report option, but I don't have. So, but let's see if I can. Yeah, okay. Here, I got an option to share it to LinkedIn, but here it's report, right? And then I also have a pricing, unlock your full report plus verifiable certificate. And here you can see the text overlap. It's a UI glitch, and obviously it's not good when you release it for the first time. That's one thing to note. And here I got an option, download batch image and open LinkedIn to post it. I don't know why the personal report links aren't live yet, and your score badge below carries your score. Let me see if I can download the score and see it. So that's how it looks. Copy paste explorer lead key grade F. So you can see the badge. There is a text overlap, right? And I can see what's this cursor? I don't understand. And it says copy paste explorer. So yeah, this is the batch. I'm gonna attach it. I'm gonna ask it like, this is the batch I got, but it has no information, and it also has an empty cursor, and as well as I don't get an email option to get the link and share it to my email. That's number one. Yeah. So let's hit that. Let it happen in the background, and we're gonna go back to that, and we're gonna try post LinkedIn. Let's see. So here again, I got the same, and if I open it, I get the homepage. I don't see the report. So if anyone clicks it, I don't see the report. But anyway, I will stop. It's clearly because I don't want to do further testing because it's clearly not ready to ship without me capturing this information. Firstly, yes, it did update a few things, but image, there is a flaw in the image. And also when I push it to LinkedIn, when I click on it, it's not giving me the report, right? It's not working. So it still has bugs. The answer is we cannot ship it. Taking back to its suggestion, Fable 5 asked me or recommended me to release it to the customer. Yes, safe to ship, confidence 90%. I don't agree with Fable 5. How do you feel? Let me be straightforward. Fable 5 did the work. It planned it so well, built the feature in 30 minutes, and found and fixed two bugs. Scoring consistently and also, fixing and adding new features. That's a real improvement. Then I asked it to verify its work as a quality engineer. It said it was safe to ship with 90% confidence. You saw it, calling it a dark launch, and in fact, advising me to ship it. I followed its instruction end to end and used it as a customer, would use the app. I finished the assessment, I clicked on share, posted it to the LinkedIn portal, and clicked my own link. But as you saw, the report was missing. It was taking me to the home page. The share feature didn't work. The batch image was empty. There was no score. The text was overlapping, and the email capture I requested was absent. It said it was not built yet. But despite checking its own work and running tests that passed, Fablefy didn't use the product. It didn't click its own link because it cannot act as a human. I believe AI reflects your mind. If you are unorganized, your AI will be unorganized. Giving it a clear skeleton is brilliant, as it built in 30 minutes, what would have taken me weeks. However, building got cheap, we all agree. But knowing that it works didn't. We don't know if it will work or not. Fable 5 told me to ship it with 90% confidence, and I disagree with that. 90% confidence and wrong is more dangerous than not knowing, as I would have shipped it to a customer. It didn't take my job, actually, if you look at, but it got closer than anything I have tested so far. Someone still has to click the link if you look at this result. The gap is closing, I agree, and I acknowledge it. The funny thing is that the product Fablefy was building is the one I made to teach people how to communicate clearly with AI. So, yeah, that's what it is. Let's catch up in the next one.